Can you hear me now? Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do is we are going to be doing direct challenges today. And the fun thing about direct challenges is you can do historic decks right now in direct challenges, which historic is probably going to be like my favorite format to play. I'm just saying. So there's some really fun stuff that we're going to be doing. In fact, this is going to be probably the one we're jumping into first, because Desecrated Tomb, one of those cards I've been waiting to make work for so long now, and we finally have a way to do it. So whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 black creature token with flying. Well, the cool thing is that Sir Conrad, first off, dumps creature cards into our graveyard if we get them out there. Also does 1 point of damage every time a creature leaves our graveyard. And so it really works really well with like our resembling skeleton, with our brought backs. We're going to be playing a lot of ways that we can sack stuff, bring them back as quickly as possible, and try to get a lot of value really quickly with things like Dauntless Bodyguard, where Dauntless Bodyguard can sacrifice at instant speed. Remorseful Cleric can sacrifice at instant speed. They're cards that really aren't used that often to kill our own stuff, but then we can bring them back with things like Order of Midnight or Brought Back, and also just to sacrifice and get rid of them. We do need one Command the Dread Horde. What was I thinking? One Command the Dread Horde, and I think I just go down a land for it, I believe. Oh, that's a little bit tight. Oh man, this is the hardest part, is dropping down something that's amazing. Maybe. And that's the thing. I'm not sure if you even do take out bring in Command the Dread Horde. Maybe not. You guys should be able to hear me now, right? We're good. Everything's good there. Anyway, so we're going to be playing up these decks against you. If you want to be playing the 6 new cards in with cards that are M19 and behind, the only way that you can do that is by going in here and selecting it to direct game, and you have to be playing against your friends. Like, that's the only way that you can make it work. And so that is why on Direct Challenge Fridays, we are doing this madness with you guys. Super excited to get going. If you want to jump into the list, the way that you do that is by entering your code, just like Undead Thuggernaut did that for me. If you guys want to check that out, that's actually Devin there, just so you guys know. And for those, I am recording this as well on for my daily videos as well. I don't have the chat up live right now because I've been having a lot of issues with this. I also was just gone for 4 days straight. I actually arrived back from Texas like an hour before I went live. So yeah, it's been fun. Yeah. Anyway, life has been great. So I think we got done with I think it was like around 20 hours of driving, literally right before I got here. So Texas was great. Texas was fun. So I have been actually filming for another channel I'm looking at starting up for myself, doing a vlog with a friend, or a vlog style of video. It'll be like a day in the life of, I don't even know, an entrepreneur. How about that? Doing some really fun, cool stuff. We actually got stranded out in the middle of nowhere, had to hitchhike. So we got stranded in the middle of nowhere with no service. We had to hitchhike into town and then go get the things that we needed, hitchhike back out to the middle of nowhere, and then continue the job. And anyway, it's been crazy what we've been doing. So J. Cole is ready to go here. I actually don't have your code, J. Cole. Never mind, I got it up here. Ghastly Demise. So let's go ahead and jump into this deck real quick. What I'm trying to do with this deck, again, with Desecrated Tomb, creating lots of bats, creating lots of creatures to hit the battlefield. If we have Sir Conrad out and these bats all die, we get value for having them go to the graveyard, which is great. Priest of the Forgotten Tombs gets to sacrifice the bats. The bats also can just swing in for 1 point of damage and do really good stuff. So Desecrated Tomb is amazing with this one. Brought back, getting multiple creatures back to our graveyard, or to the battlefield from the graveyard, and being able to just kind of do some fun, cool stuff with this. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, and let's do this madness. Yeah, Thomas, what idiot got me stranded in the middle of Texas? I'm mature, by the way. I can't keep a straight face saying that. Okay. Let's go Conrad's Tomb. I feel like I'm playing a lot of Conrad's decks right now, but that's because it's really good. It's really, really good. You see a loss in your future. I'm not sure how, I haven't tested this. I can't test these out except against you guys, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but bring it on, J. Cole. And yeah, thanks so much for jumping in. I'm glad we were able to get you in first, because I know that you do have things to get to. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, hello, hello, hello. How are you, everybody? What's up? How's your guys' week? It's been a week since we last did this. So I canceled Tuesday Brews Day last week this week because I had, I was going to have jury duty, and then it was canceled. But then I ended up having, then I ended up going to California, or not California, to Texas instead. So it ended up being, man, yeah. I left really early Tuesday morning, and I got back like an hour ago. So crazy stuff, and driving pretty much the entire time. I just realized that we don't really have too much value here. I'm going to keep this. Actually, we have Order of Midnight, which can't block. Brought back. Desecrated Tomb is on turn 3 though, so that's what we're going to go for. See, Mitch, Loki King, how the heaven are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, I would love to get that down on turn 1. I actually really like getting value from Order of Midnight, so we're probably just going to bring down this Dauntless Bodyguard and pass the turn. And the goal here is we're going to get down both Desecrated Tombs. We can sacrifice a Bodyguard, maybe something else, bring it back with Brought Back, and life will be grand. And then we can go ahead and bring back Dauntless Bodyguard with Order of Midnight if we wanted to at some point here. All right, pass to my turn. Whoa, okay, we just got 3 Desecrated Tombs. That's really good. All right, pass the turn. We are going to be able to create so many bats. Won't my opponent see my hand from here? Yeah, so the main idea is that you're supposed to not be looking at my stream. You can, like, there's ways to, like, get off of this area whenever you're actually playing, but it doesn't bother me much. I mean, check out how many Desecrated Tombs I've got. I'm just saying, this is like the most broken hand. Although I am kind of terrified of what they're doing over there. But we're just going to keep playing Desecrated Tomb, hopefully finding land so we can get to this Sir Conrad. Yeah, he's saying nice for 2 of them. Just wait. We have 3. If we find a 4th one too, we're going to go for it. Hopefully they don't have, like, destroy all artifacts. That'd be bad. All right, has 5 manas. My nanas. Oh, yikes. All right, pass to my turn. There's another Brought Back. So I'm actually going to play Desecrated Tomb. Number 3, pass the turn. And I'm going to block the Yarok and sacrifice this so he doesn't gain any life. Unfortunately, we can't do much of anything else, but once we bring back Dauntless Bodyguard to our hand with Order of Midnight, we create 3 blockers. Vigilance. Does he get Trample as well? No, they don't gain Trample. Oh, that's right. It doubles it up twice. Yay. All right, so go to block. Sacrifice. Gets no damage dealt, no life gained. A booyah. Temple of Silence. The sound of silence. We'll get out Sir Conrad. And we will play Order of Midnight, our Alter Fate side of it. Grab Dauntless Bodyguard. Get a few triggers. Play Dauntless Bodyguard. Sure, we'll play it on a bat. And we will pass the turn. And dude, I love that. That's so good. And with Sir Conrad, I mean, the issue is that he has a life linker that is going to be doing some really crazy stuff. But if that wasn't the case, like, this is, I feel like this is a pretty good setup. We just were running a little bit slower than I had hoped. Sunbird's Invocation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and sacrifice the Dauntless Bodyguard again. We have a Johnny also to go grab him if we wanted to. I'm going to play Sir Conrad though. Let's hold back one bat. Down to 16, past the turn. We'll see if we can actually make this work. Back to Felix. How's it going, man? Back to making people suffer? Absolutely. Is that Volrun, by the way? What's up, man? It's been a while. Mirror March and Sunbird's Invocation with a Spark Devil? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's so not good. Yeah, I am so dead. Do we kill the Yarok is the question. Well, we're gonna chump just to get this into the graveyard. We get 1 point of damage with Sir Conrad. The life gain that they get here is the issue. All right, Knight of the Even Legion. The Johnny. I could just grow the Conrad, but I don't think that's actually what we're going for here. We're trying to bring this back. We'll put it onto Sir Conrad. We get to do 1 point of damage, get to ping in, get 3 bats. Or 1 point of damage, and then 3 bats. Swing in, swing in. And then we just hope that their 4 cards are absolutely nothing, and they hit nothing off of Sunbird's Invocation. So we'll see what happens. But Brett, how you doing, man? Welcome. Rootbound Craig. Yeah, so if you guys are wanting to jump into the direct challenge, we are playing kind of historic format here. If you guys want to jump in, you can play the new cards as well as things from the past Ixalan and forward with direct game. If you take your deck version into direct game, you can actually play historic right now, and we like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, how many triggers are they gonna get in this? Okay, resolve all. Oh hey, dude, Mirror March is so bad. I think it's really hard. But then they get the God Eternal Ronas. Yeah. Let's see how many times they double everything. I mean, this idea was good. They get to double. Okay, let's see. Yeah, resolve all. This is pretty sweet. I had a pretty, not really a slow start, but not a very fast start either. I would love to have had the brought back at this right now. Man, Mirror March is so dead. I don't know what is wrong with Mirror March. Or they get 1 copy. It's so dumb. They should be having so many. This is so fun, by the way. He has to choose which one he's keeping here for each one of these. And so we can just concede. But I want to see just how big these get. There is 1 more Mirror March trigger, I think, in there. Oh, well, there's a lot of triggers. All right. This is going to happen for every one of these. I mean, he has to decide if it goes into exile or dies as well. So that's the issue. All right, so thousands, yeah, okay. Here we go. What? Come on, Mirror March. All right, that is, how much damage is that? 12,280. Oh, this is about 16,000. I'm gonna sacrifice and make him indestructible. Booyah. Down to 10. Huh? Oh, it's so good. Oh, that Leafkin Druid. All right, we're gonna triple block the Leafkin Druid. Actually, can we actually stay in this game? I'm trying to think. Is there a way that we can block all of the important things? I don't even know. Okay, we're just gonna take it. I should have just let us see how much damage we can take overall. Negative 28,652. That is so good. Yeah, J. Cole, that was insane that you didn't get more Mirror March tokens. Maybe they probably have a buffer on that just so that it doesn't break the game. But man, that was probably the most fun I've ever had on losing. So that was good. And I feel like my deck was starting to do what it was trying to do. I just wasn't making, you know, 16,000 lifelinking attackers. So with haste. All right, Stein, Homus, bring it on. All right, what am I doing? Here we go. That's how you build decks, dude. That was a good deck. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the deck list for that one. That was amazing. I know that people do play Ronas in that sometimes, but with the Submarines Invocation, with the Mirror March, I mean, you can just go digging so far to do some fun stuff there. All right, bring it on, Homus. Stein. Is it Stein? I don't know how to pronounce these things. Love the card art. This is good enough. I mean, we don't have the Desecrated Tomb, Remorseful Quick. Maybe we just need to be looking for more of our combo pieces. So we do have a Scry though, so we're gonna keep it with the Scry. A good blocker if we need to slow down the game. Just keep blocking with Reassembling Skeleton every other turn. There's some dirt on your shoulder there. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Alrighty. We are playing. Ooh, that was a good draw. I was gonna play Temple of Silence, but if you're gonna give me good stuffs, I play good stuffs. Blast Zone, that's frightening. I think now I actually go for the Temple of Silence. We need to hit a 3-drop. Like, Issereth is really good here. I want to try to get a Desecrated Tomb. Brought Back is not terrible. Oh, that's interesting. It's not the Desecrated Tomb. That's what we're looking for. Conrad or Desecrated Tomb. See if they have a shock. Down to 19. The other thing too is maybe just playing the other swamp to get Knight of the Even Legion built up. Like, if I'm trying to win the game, that's what we would do. If I'm trying to just have fun playing Magic, which, I mean, that's the other thing we're trying to do, there's other ways to go about that. Dauntless Bodyguard on Knight of the Even Legion is not bad either. It actually protects us from Blast Zone. And they just passed up the land here. And I really want to get down the other Temple of Silence. At the same time, though, Issereth is just amazing. So let's swing in, see if they go to Shock or something like that. All right, play Issereth, pass the turn. Issereth is amazing in this deck because we can just pull creatures out every single turn that she attacks in. So like if we had Dauntless Bodyguard, we can just bring it back over and over and over again with a Desecrated Tomb or Conrad. So now we're just needing to look for those. But this does get us to the 4 damage that we're looking for with it as well. All right, Temple of Silence. Man, Stein's stuck on these 2 lands for so long. It's rough. Gonna let me resolve this? Yeah, not a land. We're looking for something butter. I think that the best play here is just to swing and pump. Decline. He seems to have a response, but it might just be like the ability to pay for Blast Zone. So down to 11. Get a counter onto the knight, the Knigget. Now he's out of shock range at least. Can we all vote to ban Steamkin? Maybe. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Welcome. Veritas, what's up? Swing and pump, that's what I do. Swing and pump decks are like probably my favorite types of decks, actually. I've been trying to build a new one. I did do the Season of Auras, the mono green version that I think is pretty good. But yeah, you don't always get that. Swing. Is he still stuck on 2 lands? Man. Oh, that's rough. That is so rough. I mean, I'm gonna do the best I can with the deck. This is so different when I'm playing up against you guys, though. It's a very different type of thing. Yeah, pass the turn, I guess. I guess we get out something else. And now we pass the turn. This is something we're okay with having in the graveyard, so it'll work. $5 super chat from Undead Thuggernaut, or Devin. Thank you so much. Yeah, so if you guys do it, a super chat, it'll bring you to the top of the list. So if you guys are in here, you want to do this, let's get Stein in with a rematch before too long, though, because that was just, that Mana Screw was terrible. But if you guys want to jump into the list, throw in your arena code that you can get by going right here, copying it right underneath the direct challenge, and throwing it in here. Capitalization and the correct numbers do definitely matter. All right, excuse me. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get you a rematch there, Stein. We'll get a couple others here first if we have anyone. But if you guys want to jump to the top list, a super chat will get you there. And again, thank you so much, Devin, for doing that. That was awesome. Are you able to play, Devin? Dude, Devin, if you're able to play, let's do this madness. Pay the man, he needs it to pay his mods. Dude, Liberal, how you doing as well? You're still at work, all right. Well, I think is Liberal next then? I just haven't seen anyone else hop in here, so I just want to make sure I know what's up. And then let's get Stein on after that. So let's go Liberal Ideas, and then we'll do Stein again. And then we'll bring in Ryan. Haven't built any jank. For shame. that is like a requirement to be a part of this stream, whatever. You have to be building jank on a consistent basis. Otherwise, you're just not having the right kind of fun, you know? Noise. Heck yeah. Oh man. I am still definitely in recovery mode from the 20 hours of driving I did right before the stream. This stream probably won't go as long as normal because of that, but I'm gonna try to make it go for a while. Yeah, Risen Reef jank is at an all-time high. Yeah, yep. Oh, let's actually, yeah, while we're getting this up and going, using the same link as before, is there supposed to be a space there? There should be, right? Oh, I'm not sure if you need to have a direct game. Like, you might have to put your deck to direct game. Yeah, the deck itself, I think, has to be in direct game now. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, so if you go into the deck itself and turn it into a direct game here, I think that might be, I'm not sure if it's required, but I think it might be something that would help it make it happen. Oh, I did I put in mine there? All right, there we go. What am I most excited about for the next expansion? Playing with all of the broken cards. Actually, we're going to jump into spoilers here in just a bit as well, because there's some crazy stuff going on right now. Man, I'm never sure if this is the right thing to keep. We don't have any of the actual combo pieces, but we have the perfect curve. So, I mean, keep it. It's just a very weak curve. I'm not even sure if we play Godless Shrine for this Dauntless Bodyguard. Maybe we can go aggressive, I guess. I mean, Order of Midnight Dauntless Bodyguard can do quite a bit of damage between the two of them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting out that game in a video for sure, J. Cole. That was a beautiful, beautiful game there. Defend your chastity with honor. Yeah, that's true. All right, Isolated Chapel. Man, I hate to get out this Order of Midnight. It does so much for us, but this is the time that it can be aggressive. They do have reach here, I guess. Pass the turn. But this way we can at least hopefully swing in for 2. All the Stomping Grounds. Not going to swing with the Grazer. I pass to my turn. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. That's good stuff. I should have swung in first. Oh yeah, we'll have to do EDH before too long. Yeah, we've been kind of putting it on hold because there's just so much stuff going on besides. Whoa now. All right, nice. That's cool. Must correct the swing in first? No, I must not. I must do as I wish.
Hey, over here. There's no problem fire can't solve.
I'm a little bit terrified of this at the same time. Let's see. We can reassembling skeleton. We get 2 extra black mana. We can bring back the Order of Midnight as well. So reassembling skeleton doesn't really do much, right? So we just sacrifice sacrifice here. Target them, submit. And Priest of Forgotten Gods is good enough to just kind of help us win this game as well. You have sacrifices there. Desecrated Tomb is great, but we're gonna go for the Agony. And
good to see you, my
let's go ahead and rebuild our board a bit. Maybe with a Dauntless Bodyguard to protect our Priest of the Forgotten Gods.
Fight again.
Oh, it only has one option. That's why I was like, that should give me an option there. All right, pass the turn. James, get him! Oh yeah, I will.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you burning.
Dude, Chandra's voice acting, I think, is so cheesy, but it's like, it's funny. It's good. Oh, is it for me killing a Johnny here? That's a boo. Alright, no blocks. Pass to my turn.
Go on.
Sir Conrad should be pretty grand here, though. Pass to my turn again. Yeah, we can get down Sir Conrad. Or we can go Desecrated Tomb and Reassembling Skeleton, create a bat. Oh, let's go for Sir Conrad first. I just would hate to actually sacrifice with Priest of Forgotten Gods at this point. Oh wait, no. All right, swing in. That does 2 damage to us whenever we do that. We're actually going to play a little bit more aggressively. Swing in at their face, down to 12, pass the turn.
Let's light it up.
Atraxa infect is nuts right now. Dude, I actually haven't seen anyone do it yet, but with all the proliferate, it's got to be crazy. I just haven't seen anyone actually do it. Swing in. Actually, if they do, it's going to be pretty scary. All right, pass to my turn. Double Desecrated Tomb. Oh, if we had found land as well, that would have been sweet. All right, Desecrated Tomb. Now we have a blocker for the Hellkite. We can also just mill something over. I forget that that's instant speed. I can do that whenever. So we get a pingage, we get a bat. We have something else to sacrifice with Priest of Forgotten Gods. And do we want to sacrifice it now to try to do more damage is the question. They're going to get a huge amount of card draw next turn. 7 damage here. Let's go ahead and just wait one more turn. I think it's a little bit too dangerous to go at this point. We can sacrifice the reassembling skeleton, bring it back. We get to do, it's like 4 points of damage. Hexproof doesn't do anything on their turn because it's everything with Sir Conrad is each player. Except for Priest of Forgotten Gods, actually, we can't target them on their turn. Oh, I forgot about that. So that was a misplay. We were going to have to target ourselves with Priest of Forgotten Gods, and that's not very worthwhile. I forgot about that with Gruul Spellbreaker. Oh. I forget that this actually is covering it, right? So let's go ahead and sacrifice this. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. All right, we're just going to block. Because the stinking Gruul Spellbreaker. And another one. Alright, pass to my turn. Alright, perfect. We really... That's actually an amazing draw. Alright, Desecrated Tomb, number dos. Oh, man. Alright, we're gonna make some bats, so that's fine. So, Order of Midnight, and this is actually amazing, this kind of combo with Order of Midnights as well. Bring back an Order of Midnight, create a couple of bat tokens. I'm going to do it now so we can actually make this work. Yeah, target them, submit. 1, 2. Down to 4. They have to sacrifice something down to 3. And here's the question. The resolve. Godless Shrine tapped. And let's just go for a reassembling skeleton. Dude, it's so good. It's whenever another creature dies. I was going to swing at certain Conrad to trade off for the last points of damage, but it's not going to work. So no attacks. Pass turn. Their best bet is just to do as much damage as they can to us. But this is exactly what this deck is trying to do. Is just trying to get a lot of value from Desecrated Tombs, just going off. The biggest issue is we don't really have a good way to be gaining life. I did have Cruel Celebrant in here as well initially, but I decided to take it out to make sure that we had more synergy of just kind of having these loops. Probably should have -7 with Chandra there. James, super excited to catch one of your live broadcasts. Love the content you put out. Thank you so much. Is this a build or a pre-con? This is everything that I do basically is a build of my own. So yeah. Alrighty. Let's do Stein again. Because of the exceeding mana screw there. I thought you had me there for a while, Liberal. I just happened to get the bat out right in time. I top decked that Desecrated Tomb right after you played that. I'm like, ooh, all right, I have a shot. I might still be in here. Absolutely. No, our games have been some of like the most legendary games ever. So yeah, I've got to do this. All right, keeping this. Do I want to play Dauntless Bodyguard before or after this Priest of Forgotten Gods is the question. Having the Priest of Forgotten Gods, now there's even more incentive to play it after. Let's go ahead and play the Temple of Silence first. To the bottom. It's great to have more stuff, but we need to be getting our either Desecrated Tomb or Conrad. That is what our entire deck is. That's the value of this deck. All right, Priest of Forgotten Gods, pass the turn. Right, and that's awesome. All right, Temple of Triumph. Sweetness. All right, I don't want to be sacrificing another Priest of Forgotten Gods. I mean, that doesn't really make sense, right? But Remorseful Cleric and Dauntless Bodyguard sounds pretty grand. Let's say make Priest of Forgotten Gods indestructible. Pass the turn. The interesting thing is that there's 4 points of damage here with the Remorseful Cleric. With these two, it might be nice. Ooh, Blood Sun. Uh-oh. Oh, this is the kind of thing we're doing. That's frightening. The nice thing is that this comes in untapped now. Or yeah. Has the Lotus Field. Has the Krenko. All right. We're not going to kill it now, but we will kill it before he gets to swing in. Pass to my turn. Another Priest of the Forgotten Gods. All right, Godless Shrine. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. I guess we should have seen what we draw before that. Swing in with these two. I might just kill one of these Priests of Forgotten Gods. We have Order of Midnight here. I'd rather keep these guys around for the value. All right, target here. Oh, man. All right, Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Do I want to keep the Remorseful Cleric? I guess we can Order of Midnight and still play it. This way we get to keep our Priest of Forgotten Gods alive and kicking. Let's Order of Midnight. Bring back Remorseful Cleric. Play Order of Midnight. And pass the turn. All right, they have so much mana though. If they have another Lotus Field, this is gonna be bad. Jeff did it first. Hashtag Jeff did. I actually did. I don't think I've ever done the Blood Sun Lotus Field yet. That's something I need to do at some point, especially because it's gonna be gone after this, right? They lose the ability of scrying, but I mean, if the whole point is to find Blood Sun and a Lotus Field, then it's good. Aurelia. Well, we get to do 6 more points of damage next turn. And draw a card. Hopefully we find something else besides land off the top here. All right, passes to my turn. That is a great card to find. A Reassembling Skeleton. We're going to hold on to this Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Use the ability. Two points of damage. Get to swing in for 4 more. Kill Aurelia. Seems pretty good. Cavalier of Night's pretty good as well. Go ahead and play the Reassembling Skeleton with the mana that we've got. Plays Brought Back. Nice. Does come in tapped. All right, swinging for 4, down to 8. Pass the turn. Dude, Priest of the Forgotten Gods is still just such a good card. And Order of Midnight, I am very, very impressed by. Like, I think that when I initially saw it, I wasn't as impressed, but now it's like all of the impressment, yeah, crazy amount of impressedness. Dude, I don't know. I never make sense. Do I? No. No. Rose the Krenko. Not going to attack in. This is a great opportunity to attack in. She would have Vigilance. But Krenko does not have haste at the moment. Your new favorite word? Imprestimate? Alright, pass to my turn. Alright, well, we do have the ability to kill everything on board, which is important. But we have to sacrifice something along the way. So I'm debating if it's going to be better to go ahead and sacrifice the Reassembling Skeleton now. To get the mana to play it again and then play the Cavalier of Night. I think that's what we do. It means we don't get in for as big of a swing, like, because we're going to have to sacrifice probably Order of Midnight. I like being able to give this Priest of Forgotten Gods indestructible over and over again. All right, down to 6. Hey, love, how are you? Okay, Alice and fun. Ooh. Brought Back might change some things. I mean, yeah, we play Brought Back, right? And then Cavalier of Night. Dude, this deck is so good. Oh man, I'm loving this. Sacrifice this guy. Kill Aurelia. Swing in for 2. The Dauntless Bodyguard actually been amazing so far. No! Their own brought back. Well, as long as we keep Priest of Forgotten Gods alive, so swing in. We just need 2 turns. And hope that they don't gain any life. Brought back is amazing. It really is very, very good. And it's just 2 target permanents. So, I mean, it works well with the Lotus Field as well. As long as you have 2 additional white mana available. Again. Hey, whoa. Oh, okay, Gideon Sacrifice. Do it on Krenko. Oh, fine. Alright, that was good. We are going to get out this other Priest of the Forgotten Gods to press the game a little bit more here. Why does it sound like a mathematical equation? I don't know what you're talking about. True Fire Capitan. Dude, put on Krenko for sure and swing in. And we'll be able to block it, but having all the extra blockers is going to help more. I feel like you got to be a little bit aggressive at this point. We do have things like Sir Conrad to draw into. There's a lot of things that we can draw that we should still be able to close out this game. True Fire Captain, they do have more blockers this way. Alright, pass to my turn. Alright. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Reassembling Skeleton. Reassembling Skeleton. Alright, we have 2, 4, and 2 here. Flyer, they have to block here. True Fire Captain dies. Krenko dies to anything that's not in the air. Krenko dies to everything. So we get to kill Krenko. And then we get to sacrifice something else after the fact. So we let Krenko do the damage. We probably just kill Cavalier of Night, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing that's going to be blocked by True Fire Captain. So swing in. Force them to block. I mean, getting rid of their creatures isn't bad. If they have another brought back. Or maybe a Gideon Sacrifice for the True Fire Captain. That's very interesting. Our goal really is just to do damage with Priest of Forgotten Gods, though, in the reassembling skeletons. All right, blocked with Order of Midnight. Gideon Sacrifice with True Fire Captain is interesting. It's a very interesting interaction. It's a very interesting situation. Let's go ahead and make them decide now. So target them. Sacrifice here and here. Don't do any damage to the True Fire Captain. They already know Krenko's going to die. They probably want to keep True Fire Captain as one of the best ways for them to actually win. All right, Order of Midnight will die. Oh, man, I really wish I could play that. Do I just keep that there, then? In case of a board wipe, that's our best way of actually coming back, right? I guess if there's a board wipe, these guys can come back anyway. So, bring it out while we have the mana. Update. Is Impervious Great Worm actually a good target for reanimation? I mean, with Drakuseth out right now, I feel like it's not quite the same. Oh my goodness. Nice. They got the Star of Extinction with the True Fire Captain. They got it! We only had one more turn left. Ah! If we had Sir Conrad, in fact, we would have been able to have a chance there. Oh my goodness, that was good. Stein, that was amazing. What a fun game. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one with the video, and go ahead and give me the next opponent while I end the video here. Oops. All right, so that's it for this deck. Thanks so much for jumping on. We're gonna be doing more on the live stream here. If you guys want to jump in next week for the Fighting Fridays, every Friday we do this in the morning, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. Love to see you guys on here, but this deck was super fun. Glad that we were able to do it. Had some fun, kind of like mediocre success. I feel like we kept dying to insane amounts of jank, and but that's exactly how you should be dying in this game. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you in the next time. Please like and subscribe, and bye-bye. All right, next one. So here's the other one that I built, and I realized that I'm playing a lot of Sir Conrad type of stuff, but it's so good. It's really hard not to do. So this one is all about when things die, we get a trigger. Which, wait, why did we not have Teysa in here? I remember I was supposed to have her in. Go down one Moldavine Reclamation and one Vindictive Vampire. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are doing this live stream because it's the only way we can play a historic deck. We actually get to play Poison Tip Archer with Cruel Celebrant, Vindictive Vampire, and Sir Conrad the Grim. That is so many when things die triggers. We also have Teysa Karlov to go crazy. We have Moldavine Reclamation to help draw out our deck. Tons of cheap creatures to get out here as well. I was thinking of doing like an X Spells version of this again, but I've been testing out Dauntless Bodyguard and Remorseful Cleric as instant sacrifice creatures that we can kill themselves. So typically you want to have an instant sacrifice ability whenever you're playing Aristocrat style deck. Well, we just have 8 versions that can sacrifice themselves at least, and try to get that value and just try to build a board full of lots of when they die triggers anyway, to go crazy. Also, Playcrafter killing itself as it comes in, gets to kill something of theirs, which helps us with Poison Tip Archer or Sir Conrad the Grim. If you guys want to be playing decks like this, you have to go into direct game in order to be playing the historic format until the next set rotation happens. So this is our only chance to play historic with these 6 cards, I guess, before the actual historic happens. But anyway, so fun. Glad that we're here doing this live so that we can play and have fun playing Magic. Here we go. All right. Devin, all right, 0xf. So with these ones, they probably won't come out back to back. I'm going to be recording other videos and put these kind of throughout the next week here. So Ryan, whenever you're ready, let's do this. Yeah, James, I think this is going to be crazy if this goes off. It's going to be really, really good. Oh, goodness. Did I not have it in right? Make sure that you're best of one and coin flip. And that you have your deck set to direct game. The settings on the deck. Yeah, I believe the settings on the deck. So having your deck set to direct game is the way that we can actually play. As long as I also have a deck that's set to direct game. So if you go in there and change it to direct game, it should work. And if we have the next one, if we need to make things work out as well, go ahead and give me the next opponent here. And if we can't get it to work right now, Ryan, we'll just put you one or two down again. I know we had you wait already, but I want to make sure we're getting gameplay happening. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we'll get you. We'll put you two down. Maybe restart the game or something, and we'll see if that does it. Sometimes that is the case. And do we have someone up for next one? If you guys want to jump into the gameplay, all right, perfect. Giving me the code is how you do so. Yeah, the load screens look awesome, Thomas. Yeah, I totally agree. This is sweet stuff here. And this is actually a mix of a couple of different things, right? Because this is the Witching Well and something else here. Maybe it's my side too. Maybe because if it's not working for Liberal Ideas here, I can double check my deck. Maybe make sure it's actually set correctly. What's up, Blue Luke? How are you doing? Kittens attack all. What's up? How are you doing? Maybe there's something wrong with this deck. Let me just check this out really quick, I guess. To make certain. Yep, direct game, 60 cards. Should be good. Pull out the magic guitar. Oh man. Yeah, I had the guitar out one of these streams to kind of fill up the time, but I'm not sure if I could. I'm not sure if people like that all the time. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna finally go to bed as soon as I can after this, because so yeah. All right, up against Liberal Ideas. Here we go. Let's do this. Running on, man, we drove, how long was it? It was about 20 hours. If you're including the stops and everything else, Tom, so it was probably longer, right? We drove like 22 hours straight, no sleep. And it was like 14 to 15 hours of driving the days before as well. Maybe not quite that much, but it was close. Yeah, it's been a lot. All right, well, this is good. We have Cruel Celebrant, we have Poison Tip Archer. Temple of Silence is good. We need to find our green mana. We don't have a ton of green mana in here. Dauntless Bodyguard's not terrible. Not exactly what we're going for. Let's dig for something a little bit better. That's like a great top deck. It's kind of weird. All of the cards that can sacrifice are great top decks in this deck. Ooh, Playcrafter hopefully will be good against that. Remorseful Cleric also might not be bad. Oh, well, if I just play the wrong land, then it's just not going to be good for us at all. Dawn of Hope. All right, well, Playcrafter's not going to be bad here. It would have been really nice to have the Cruel Celebrant out already. Sorin, okay.
I will have revenge for House Markov. Accept the darkness within.
All right, let's go for. Man, I would love to have the black man or the green mana there for Poison Tip Archer. It actually would be pretty good here. Cruel Celebrant and Remorseful Cleric. And pass the turn. I like Remorseful Cleric here because it does stop Sorin's ability of grabbing stuff. We're going to be able to play our own Sorin here, maybe bring out Playcrafter. Especially if they don't have anything else yet. They get to create a token. Now they don't. Man, they're struggling here. I passed to my turn. That's actually very, very good. All right, so... let's actually do this. Let's... Because I think I want to kill this Remorseful Cleric instead of the Playcrafter. So swing in at Sorin. They can kill Sorin here if they want to, so maybe we should have waited just in case. Sacrifice the Remorseful Cleric, though. Yeah, the Sting Glass look is awesome. All right, pay the 2 life, bring out Remorseful Cleric, number 12, and pass the turn. If they try to bring back the Priest of Forgotten Gods, we're just going to sacrifice it. They can do it, kill Sorin, and we get to get rid of their graveyard. All right. Yep, takes up.
What a mess I've
Dawn of Hope is really, really good, though. Dawn of Hope is an issue for us. Although, them creating extra tokens with Poison Tip Archer, if you find the Teysa, stuff like that, it's going to be just fine. There's Sunpetal Grove. All right. Poison Tip Archer. Man, Sorin is annoying because they do get the lifelink from this as well. Tithe Taker, we can't really do much. Do we just keep hitting Sorin or do we start going more towards face? This kind of keeps Sorin at bay a little bit, other than letting them gain lifelink each time. We'll hopefully be doing kind of the same thing next turn, though. So pass the turn.
predictable.
They have so many ways to gain life here to kind of just prolong and slow this game down. That they're not really worried. They're going to probably draw here to try to hit land so they can still keep Dawn of Hope. Teysa. Righto. Righto. Alright, pass to my turn. Land. Alright, Sunpetal Grove, Sorin. We can't hit anything too big. I'd love to get this Playcrafter.
But I will finish
But they have the Tithe Taker to kill, and Sorin can then kill our Sorin right after that. Remorseful Cleric's not terrible. Let's actually go ahead and attack. Remorseful Cleric at Sorin, and we can actually just ping down this Sorin. We can just make that happen. Just kill him.
You waste your
Bring back something when we need it.
I abhor my need for
Pass the turn. Congrats on the finished Master Cat. Is this the last one? Is the 80? I can't remember. Or if there's one afterwards. Things are Sorin.
time for a drink.
The Dawn of Hope is what's going to kill us here. We probably ought to have one Dawn of Hope as well in our deck as well. I'm not sure if we'd go for more than one, though. But it creates lots of tokens for us when we need them. Wouldn't be bad. These Afterlife tokens are really going to be hard for us to deal with. Poison Tip Archer does have reach, so that's going to be good. All right, pass to my turn. We get to at least kill Sorin. And we're gonna one of these days draw something other than land. Like I promise, one of these days it's gonna happen.
Vampirism is a useful trait.
Like, how many lands have we drawn in a row? It's been a little bit rough.
May death find you quickly.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Pass the turn. If we had a Dawn of Hope, we would have been making tokens all the time here, but nope. Benjamin, how's it going? Thanks for jumping in. Oh, you got my bro's book? Dude, yeah, if you guys want to check out my brother's book. Oh, that's annoying. That's not good for us. Oh, that's so bad for us. Vampire, not terrible. Here's the question. Do we go for Playcrafter? They get to get value right away. They don't have to sacrifice an actual creature for this. But we get closer towards them doing anything else. We're definitely going to swing in first. All right, swing on in there. Down to 21. Gain some life. Let's just bring back this Remorsal Cleric. We can sacrifice these over and over again if we need to. And pass the turn just to kind of ping in life. We'd like to find more, like we have half of our deck is these creatures with these effects, and we just haven't found really many of them yet. If we get lots of them, we're fine with sacrificing creatures all the time. That's totally fine by us. Yeah, let me actually get my brother's book up here again. Oops. Oh, so many triggers. Resolve all. Submit the Remorseful Cleric. It's in the air. It might be better to have the creature. I'm hoping that he forgets that we have this Poison Tip Archer for reach. At some point. Alright, let's go ahead and at least exile some stuff from the graveyard, just in case they have some sort of answer. But if they're Absolution, very bad. That's probably just game. Maybe if you guys want to check out my brother's books, though, I just put a link there in the description. Benjamin, which book are you reading right now? I'm very intrigued. Yeah, we just drew too many lands in a row, I think, in this game. There's really not much we can do. Oh my goodness. Alrighty then. Let's look first, alright. Playcrafter, yeah, just kills with... I mean, they have so many things to kill, so we're going to go ahead and concede that one. There's just no way back from that point. With the Ethereal Absolution out. Oh, that was rough. All right, who's up next? Guardian of Magic, yeah, definitely got it. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, check out Guardian of Magic. If you have the Kindle Unlimited type of thing, it's actually a free book on Amazon right now. So if you guys want to check out my brother's book, it is free for that, or you can get the paperback copy and everything, and the hardback copy, and it's really good. He also has one called Orion, also solid. No one else on the list at the moment. All right, let's actually talk about a couple of the Throne of Eldraine spoilers real quick, because there's some insane ones. I'm on Scryfall just because the size of the cards here I like a little bit better than some of the others. But yeah, just make sure I have this framed right. All right, I'm keeping all the other stuff that I have, but that's fine. You're just gonna have to deal with it. All right, so Get over to where I can read your guys' stuff. Oh, and real quick, for my brother's book, this is my book. Just because, you know, I'm adding a plug. These are the 2 books. So The Garden of Magic, amazing book. Really, really like it. And also Orion, both solid. And that's my bro. He also has a channel called Trav Play. Also check that out. We're actually doing a collaboration here pretty soon. Anyway, enough of that said. Let's check into some of these. So this one actually I haven't seen yet. So 4 mana, add 7 red mana. You can cast only 1 more spell this turn. That's really interesting. What do you guys think about that? Turn 4 Drakuseth, yeah. That's fair, yeah. That's a turn 4 Drakuseth. I mean, it's paying 4 to add 3 mana. Which, I mean, most like rituals or whatever is pay 1 to get 3, or like pay 1 or 2 to get 3 mana, which you're only netting 2. Really after paying for it, right? And so that's interesting. Can you say Finale of Promise? Yeah. Oh yeah, seriously. All the finales. Oh yeah, how does the Finale of Promise work with that? All right, Magic Mirror, what is that, 9 converted mana costs? This spell costs 1 less for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. All right, so not too bad. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror, then draw a card for each knowledge counter on it. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, that's an insane late game card. That's great in Commander, first off. But this could actually show up as a one of in a control deck. I wouldn't go for more than a one of, but having no maximum hand size is big. At the beginning of upkeep, you put a counter onto it and then draw a card for each counter on it. Holy crap. All right, that's really good. So yeah, draw 1 additional card the next turn, 2 the turn after that, 3, 4, keep going up. You could proliferate that and start drawing more cards. The Bone Crusher Giant is actually a card. So I was going through a couple of these beforehand, but these are pretty crazy cards. Bone Crusher Giant, whenever it becomes a target of a spell, it does 2 damage to that player's controller. So whenever it becomes the target of a spell, so if someone's going to have to shock this twice, we would end up doing 4 damage to them if they have to do that. It's a 3 mana 4/3, so great stats all in all, but it also has a shock with an extra ability for 2 mana. So do damage to any target, and also damage can't be prevented this turn. Huge against the Turbo Fog type of deck. So Bone Crusher Giant is a good sideboard card if you're up against stuff pretty often. It's a good mono red card. It's good in just having a 4-power creature. So Bone Crusher Giant, really good. I was actually worried mono red wouldn't have anything. Not that I'm worried about mono red, but that's this is a different type of red type of aggro deck that you would see. So I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Ventress Gargoyle, I'm in between on. I'm really not sure what. Sorry, I just realized I was still recording the other video here. My bad. Yeah, these are all Throne of Eldraine cards. Yeah. Am I pronouncing that correct? What's the actual pronunciation of Eldraine? Is it Eldrane or something like that? I probably am pronouncing things incorrectly. That's how it typically goes. Anyway, but yeah, can't attack unless defending a player has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. Artifact creature as well, and flying. 5/4 for 2 mana. So pretty cool stuff if it comes in the right moment. But it can't block unless you have 4 cards in your hand. So it should be able to block on turn 2. So you should still have 4 cards in your hand on turn 2 unless you played first. But even still, you should be able to make a way that you can play. And then it can tap to put stuff in the graveyard. So where I like this Ventress Gargoyle is actually with this Folio of Fancies. So a 2 mana, I'm actually really loving this card. This card is really cool. I checked it out earlier. The first pronunciation was right. Was Rigahit? Got it. Okay. All right. Players have no maximum hand size for 2 mana, and that's all players. So you and them. Then you pay X and X. Each player draws X cards. So if you have 4 mana, you can pay 2 and 2, and each player will draw 2 cards. So for 4 mana, each player draws 2 cards. Then you can pay 3 and tap it. Each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. The issue with this is that this works really well maybe late game when you can use this ability for quite a bit right away in an aggro matchup. And against a control matchup, it may be enough to be useful just to have it down there so you can play it when you need to, or just tapping out the 3 mana. But this is a mill card. So Folio of Fancies, each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. I think that's such a fun way to try to mill people. Because some people do just have an insane amount of cards. You can, if you have infinite mana and a way to untap this, you could even, make them draw half their deck and then make them discard or mill the other half of their deck. So some fun stuff you can do with the Folio of Fancies. I think it works well with Ventress Gargoyle as well. Dance of the Manse. Love that they're rhyming with these as well. So excited for Folio. Folio is a very janky card. I think I think it's going to be fun in a commander. I think Brawl would actually be pretty fun with that as well. But Dance of the Manse, I think, is a fun way to go as well here too. Or this one is pretty cool too. Sorcery, X white and blue. Return up to X target artifact and or non-aura enchantment cards. So I do like that it's non-aura enchantment. Like that's a pretty fun differentiation there. But it also makes it a little bit harder to get value from this ultimately. And if converted mana cost is of X is 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 in addition to their other types. So I didn't read all that. You bring them back from the graveyard to the battlefield. So you're trying to get lots of artifacts and enchantments into the graveyard here. And is this from your graveyard? Yeah, so it is your graveyard to the battlefield. That can be very, very good. I mean, if you are playing like you don't have Ixalan's Binding in the next standard format, but in historic or something else, you can do quite a bit with this card. I'm really interested though to see if X is 6 or more, all of a sudden you have converted mana cost for like the Immortal Sun or things like that. The God Pharaoh statue. Those are things I don't typically want for as 4/4s, but Ethereal Absolution, like or whatever. Ethereal Absolution also makes all of your creatures 5/5s as well as becoming 4/4s. You get to create more stuff, but it also is a 4/4, which is so much easier to kill than if you were just able to get out the Ethereal Absolution. So I'm in between on whether or not I like Dance of the Manse. I think it is a fun way to maybe finish out a control deck and like Esper as a one of, if you're playing lots of enchantments or vice versa. This is the card, however, and let's go ahead and jump into Onyx Trainer wants to battle. That's funny. Let's jump into where's MTG previews. This one, just so we can get the better stuff, and there's more stuff coming. Oh, where did it go? Looks like they just got a lot of new art in here. All right, this is Stone Coil Serpent. It's hard to read here, and that's what I was hoping for. Is we can find a little bit better. Maybe let's go over here. So it has reach, trample, protection from multicolored, and it's only X. And then when it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 encounters on it, this is probably the most broken card yet. Because it can be played in nearly any deck. This is going to be a card that is like, I would say like $60, like as a reasonable price. I have no clue. This is such an insane card, and it's called Stone Coil Serpent. And I think that this is definitely the most broken card so far. We're actually going to copy this, post it up onto the normal Facebook page at some point, or the YouTube page. Just insanely broken card. What do you guys think of that one? Like, I think it's playable in standard. It's something people can beat, but most removal right now at the moment is actually dual color, like D-Spark. Or D-Spark doesn't actually kill it, but Tyrant Scorn can't kill this. It can die to shock if it's at 2, but if it's a 5/5 or a 7/7, something like that, not going to work. I've not seen this land yet though. Bed and Breakfast. This is the other thing I like about Scryfall is all their fake names that they give stuff when they're translating it. It's really fun. When it enters battlefield tapped, unless you control 3 or more planes, this is a common one. When it enters the battlefield untapped, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's a meh. That's a meh uncommon card. I think that's cool. The Fabral Elder is actually really good though. So 3 mana. It has vigilance. It gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. Then you can tap for each color among permanents you control. Add 1 mana of that color. So if you play this in with, and it works well with Emisizzle Reborn or something like that, this is a way that you can get to your Emisizzle Reborn really quickly, and it's 5. You can tap this for 5 mana if you're playing a multicolored deck, or if you're playing with a king. This is the way to use multiple abilities on that turn, because you should be able to have 6 mana or so, 5 or 6 mana with the king anyway. Have 1 or 2 of these guys out as well, and you're tapping for insane amounts of mana with the king, and just doing crazy stuff. So there's the Fabral Elder, really good. I think they actually did spell that one right for the first time. That was interesting. So yeah, that's a really good card as well. Man, there's some really fun ones. Love the flavor of Ben Rex. I didn't actually read the flavor text. I'll have to go back sometime to do that. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? This is pretty insane stuff. Let me actually go back into it just so if you guys have anything. Oh, there's a new card. New cards are fun. You may have Mirror Maid enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. It's an enchantment. Ooh, that's interesting. Were you correcting Jeff? It makes sense to be correcting me. I mean, I usually say dumb stuff, so yeah. Mirror Maid, that looks good, dude. This set is what's your guys' rating of this set so far? Of like a 1 to 10. I would love to hear where you guys are at with this set. I think it's pretty solid. But I want to know what you guys are thinking here. And not only that, so 1 to 10, and then what is the first deck you're wanting to play? I mean, I know Devin's now going to be thinking Folio Fancies deck, which I'm also thinking that'd be fun. Psychic Corrosion, unfortunately, is out, but the Magic Mirror with Psychic Corrosion would be amazing. That would actually be a really good way to win. Except that there's maybe lots of ways to kill this kind of stuff. You like the new mechanic? Yeah, the new mechanics are pretty sweet. The 3 colors type of thing I think is interesting. The adventure is insane. I like the non-human is kind of like, it's not quite a mechanic, but it's a theme. Like the themes are basically humans and knights versus non-human creatures. And I think that's really good. This snake is broken. I think mono green Stompy is actually going to be really powerful right now. With the other cards that we have in green Stompy, this this isn't the right one. Where is it? Yeah, Wildborn Preserver here. You can just pay X to put X number of plus and plus counters onto it whenever a non-human creature enters the battlefield, which is really easy to do. So I think there's a really good chance that mono green Stompy is just crazy powerful. I mean, like there's other things out there too, but with the Beanstalk Giant, with ways to ramp, I could see maybe like a king control deck doing okay. If it was like Esper, maybe 4 color. I'm not sure if you would go red necessarily. And then you may also bring him in with knights. I don't know. Like, I don't know when you don't really play Kenrith. Like, if you're going to play Mardu Knights, you absolutely bring him in as like a 1 or 2 of, just because you want red, white, and black. Like most, anyway, Kenrith is one of those that's just going to be played. I think it's good. Yeah, it's a great mana sink. It's a great 5/5, for 5. It's really good. If it does stay around for a turn and you are in any colors other than white, all of a sudden you have so much value. So it's a kill on sight type of card. I think similar to the value of like Teferi almost, except that you don't get value immediately unless you had 1 extra red mana or more mana afterwards. You can give him trample and haste until end of turn and swing in for 5. So there is immediate value there. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of good stuff here. About Kenrith? Dude, I think it's good in any deck. Like, there's really not a bad deck with it so far. That's like even if it was mono white, insane. If it was mono white, you would play this and on the next turn gain 10 life on the next turn, which mono white tends to like gaining life. You know, there's lots of things that work with it. I think that having this in white black with just the white black life gain deck with a Johnny's Pride Mates and the what's her bucket, the aerialist or whatever, gaining the life is awesome. Being able to put stuff back in the graveyard is awesome. If you're in any other colors, like, so Conrad I think is actually going to be played pretty often. I think that it's a 2 or 3 of in a lot of decks because it's 5 mana, maybe more often a 2 of, because it's probably not exactly the win condition you were planning on, but it definitely works with almost any win condition because it's just insane. Outlaws Merriment I think is going to be a fun one. The thing I like about this is you can do humans. I think it actually works pretty well as just a tribal thing. It works well as a control. I think that there's other cards that are going to be better for the control, but you could do Outlaws Merriment as a control. And it's kind of like the value of not like Bitter Blossom or what's it called? The Dreadhorde Invasion. Like, you can do control decks with just around those. And I think this has the same type of value. And oftentimes you don't find those cards until turn 4 or so, and you can still win games with that. So anyway, I think there's some pretty cool, pretty fun stuff you can do there overall. Well, if we don't have any takers at the moment, I think I do want to keep kind of going about around this stuff we want, but again, I'm going for forever without any sleep right now, so I may go ahead and let myself actually do that whole sleep thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna run away just right away. But if there aren't any other players right now, right? But there is one. Okay. How many do we have? Just Jake? All right. Bring it on, Jake. Yeah, I'm basically 3 days straight with like, oh, so I've gone 3 days with about 2 hours of sleep. Because I did not sleep well the other night either. Oh, got a mulligan that. Could have been a great hand, but nope. Tesa's pretty awkward in this hand. I do like Bodyguard into Cleric, but like that's not great. Let's mulligan to try to find at least one of our actual pieces. Nope, didn't find any of them. And we aren't in. All right, mulligan again, down to 4. All right, we're gonna concede and redo this one. Oh, if I get the chance to do another one, we're gonna go ahead and try something else. Man, what's up with not finding a single one of the cards that we have? So we have 4 Cruel Celebrants, 4 Poison Tip Archers, 2 Vindictive Vampires, and 3 Conrads. Like, how many of those? We only want one of those in one of our decks. And a way to play it. We weren't able to find that any of the times. All right, this time is good. I don't love the curve, but it's not bad. We can do it. Yeah, if you use the King, are you saying it can be used in Commander? Yeah, it can be used in Brawler Commander as a 5 color commander because his color identity is all 5 colors. Which means it's awesome. That's the general gist of it. No, it's not just based off the casting cost. It's the color identity is different than the color of the deck, like of the card. Like the Remorseful Cleric is a white card, like a white creature, but the King would be a white creature. but the color identity would be 5 colors. So it's a little bit different. At least that's my understanding of it. All right, well, they're gaining lots of life, and that's going to be all sorts of not good for us. And the swingages is also not very good for us. The being able to sacrifice a graveyard might be pretty good though. Pass to my turn. Blade Crafter. And we're not going to not play something, so let's go ahead and swing in with Remorseful Cleric. Down to 21. We're going to play Playcrafter and sack the Remorseful Cleric. It's rid of the Branch Walker. Throw in Golos and play your whole deck. Ooh. Wait, play your whole deck with what? How would you play your whole deck with that? Is that just, are you just talking with the king? All right, down to 16. Teysa, not very good at the moment. We could bring back this Plague Crafter and just kind of keep killing off value. We don't really get rid of the Wild Growth Walker, which is the issue, but also Poison Tip Archer is not terrible. It's actually pretty good. All right, Poison Tip Archer, pass the turn. Oh, we're gonna be doing plenty of stuff with it. All right, let's take Vincent's as the last one there, and then I probably will be finishing after that. Let's go with Vindictive Vampire as well. Pass the turn. No attacks. You keep swinging with the Voracious Hydra. I mean, we can double block, I guess, if we wanted to. I'm not terribly worried, especially if we do get the Sorin. Or even just the Dauntless Bodyguard out there. Or Teysa even as a blocker. All right, Memorial to Glory. Yeah, let's just go for Teysa. Pass the turn. Another Wildgrowth Walker. You're going to be able to gain lots of life, but I'm hoping that we can get to a point where we're actually starting to take over the game a bit here. So play Sorin. Play Dauntless Bodyguard.
You taste my blade.
On Poison Tip Archer. God, this Shrine tapped. Alright, do we go for the Playcrafter or do we go for the Remorseful Cleric and be able to sacrifice it? Let's go for Playcrafter. We need to start killing some of their stuff. When their stuff dies, it also helps us out. So kill the Playcrafter. Get a few triggers. Get to gain some life. That's really good for us. And pass the turn. Ah, so much life gain. So much damage. We don't really have targeted removal with this deck. That is an issue. The whole idea is that we're hoping to be able to kind of just build a big enough board of this stuff that it's never really worthwhile for them. So like the more grindy matchup is actually pretty good for us because we get things like Poison Tip Archer out here.
What a mess I've made.
And pass the turn. At some point, we're hoping to get like Memorial to Glory to come out here to kill him. We'd like to get Sir Conrad as well. Sir Conrad actually can help us quite a bit to just be milling into their graveyard over and over again. All right, pass to my turn. All right, Remorseful Cleric. Tick up. And pass the turn. How much damage do we do if everything dies? All right, pass to my turn. I mean, eventually they're going to find something good, right? That's kind of how it goes. Dauntless Bodyguard on Poison Tip Archer. Oh, is this guarded by both of them? Oops, well, it's really, really guarded. Just saying. All right, Poison Tip Archer, Remorseful Cleric. We can just bring it back with Sorin if we want to. Otherwise, we're gaining 4 life. I mean, that's the same as like a Wild Growth Walker getting 2 hits, right? So that's pretty good. Let's go for Playcrafter.
I require your body, not your soul.
Sacrifice Playcrafter. We kind of want it in the graveyard so we can keep bringing it back with Sorin. Lots of triggers. That's 10. Keep gaining some life. And pass the turn. So how does it work with Teysa? If Teysa's on the battlefield, they sacrifice each other. Would triggers trigger as though like would it double both times when Teysa dies? Like, how does that work? We actually have lethal after this Memorial to Glory. All right, pass to my turn. Well, now that's pretty good. Let's see, what do we have in here? Remorseful Cleric. So I think it's actually just worthwhile to get another Remorseful Cleric out here. Let's see how much damage this does. It should be quite a bit. Dude, this deck's so good. Yeah, just sack stuff. We get the triggers. It's lethal. So good. Yes. Oh man, love it. That is exactly what this deck is wanting to be doing. Oh, that was good. All right, got Vincent. That was a good game. I thought for sure you had me. Well, I was hoping that we were gonna make it happen. Sup, nerd? How are you doing, Herdis? Bring it up. We're playing Magic. That's what we're doing. Clearly. All right, Temple of Silence. I mean, this is good. If we can find another land, this is actually amazing. As long as we can keep multiple of these things alive, it's great. So keep this. What did you miss? I don't know. All right, Temple of Silence. Poison Tip Archer. Do we need the other land here? We need black mana for Sir Conrad. Poison Tip Archer is one of the best ones, but I do think that we're going to be a bit greedy here. Try to find land just to be a little bit more consistent with this hand. Try to find an extra black source. Omen Speaker. So this is looking like Verity. Verity Circle or High Alert. Alright, pay the dose life. Let's go for Remorseful Cleric. So the flyer so we can swing over the top, pass the turn. They're going to have to be spending mana to tap this down if they don't want to be losing the race. Not that it's too crazy. Can you steal that deck list? Yeah, I'll be putting this deck list up right afterwards. I actually haven't got... The issue is that Sir Conrad's, like all these kind of new cards aren't actually available in the normal deck list. I guess I can just post it somewhere. Maybe I'll get it into the... Can't block, right? Alright, passes to my turn. Alright, yeah, this is a high alert deck for sure. Which I dig. I dig it. Let's go for... trying to use as much mana as we can. Unfortunately, we can't get the vampire out here as well. Cruel Celebrant... Dauntless Bodyguard onto Cruel Celebrant, I guess. If they get the high alert, we're in a lot of trouble. Pass the turn. If we can get to this Poison Tip Archer, though, maybe we can do enough damage before they kill us. Prison Realm. It's Cruel Celebrant. Yep. Four color Aristocrats. What would be the fourth color? Yeah, we're in 3 colors with Abzan right now. But red would be good with the Mayhem Devil. Oh, is that what you're seeing up there? Is Mayhem Devil? That would be really good. All right, can't block. Down to 15. Passes my turn. Give me land. That's not terrible. I like the idea of getting a lifelinker in here while they're waiting for stuff. Let's go ahead and swing in. Swing. We're not going to be able to block. We'd love to be able to draw better. Pass the turn. Sacrifices the Omen Speaker. That's kind of interesting. I recognize these guys do more things. Alright, so this is Bant. So this is... Oh. We're actually okay with that. If we find a way to kill Deputy of Detention, getting another Playcrafter is always worth the risk. Down to 14, passes my turn. Poison Tip Archer. Oh, no. Cancel. I hate that. Alright, swing in. Down to 10. Oh, that's right, they do have reach. Forgot about that. Alright, let's see if they find the high alert. They've had lots of scries. They've had lots of looks for it. So, I mean, it should be... soon. We can't really hope for too much longer. Yeah, can't block because of Tetsuko. Down to 12. Pass to my turn. Vindictive Vampire. I'd love to get this Sir Conrad out there. Traps down, Poison Tip Archer. Okay. Yeah, pass the turn. Blocking him because of just in case they did find high alert. Or tapping him because of that. Down to 10. We are losing the race now. Down to 8. I mean, if they find it, we're just dead, right? So we have to try to go a little bit aggressive here. Sir Conrad. Taps down the archer. Should tap down like Conrad or something. Morsel Cleric, I guess that makes sense too for not letting damage through. And no attacks. And pass the turn. Alright, so we have 3 damage here with Remorseful Cleric. We just need to get to where more stuff can die. That sounds weird, but yeah. Down to 6. Pass to my turn. So we can mill with Conrad twice. How about this? So let's go. No, don't play it like that. White and white. Remorseful Cleric, which creates 3 points of damage. Vampire of the Dire Mood. Another thing that they have to block. We're gonna swing in with everything. Let's go ahead and just kick off the Sir Conrad here. 2 points of damage, hopefully. 1. This is also good if we do mill over like their High Alert or something. Didn't work that time. Okay, taps Sir Conrad, yep. Taps Remorseful Cleric or Poison Tip Archer. Alright, it has blockers. So, no attacks. Pass the turn. We have 6 points of damage on board. Yoked Ox, okay. Oh, goodness. All right, down to 4. We don't have much more time here. Oh, goodness. What's up, Smalls? How you doing? Welcome. All right, pass to my turn. Playcrafter actually pretty good here. Stopping another blocker, potentially. Yep, tapping down. So that's the one he can kill. Or sacrifice. Not letting us gain some life. We're still going to gain life with this Vindictive Vampire, though. Didn't tap anything down. Oh, they didn't have enough. Alright, one of their guys dies as well. Down to 7, down to 6. Let's go ahead and swing in now. Man, if they had ever found the High Alert, which we're going to see if it's here on top. Nope, not on top. So they didn't have it for the next turn either. Down to 1 and sacrifice. And exile. Oh, that was grindy. That was crazy, but it did work. And we got very lucky that they didn't find High Alert. I'm guessing it was High Alert because there wasn't really defenders for the Arcades, but High Alert pretty good. High Alert I think is still a fantastic card if you can find it. That's the biggest issue. If there's a ways to actually tutor up the card, it could be really, really good. But yeah, that was a close game. That was really fun. Oh, Huatley as well. Yeah, Huatley's really good. Where is this one? Yeah, so Abzan Aristocrats with Poison Tip Archer and Conrad, Sir Conrad, dude, it's so good. What I'm hoping for is with Historic is that they just keep printing these types of cards. We get to keep throwing them into a deck together, have all of the triggers is my dream, and just have fun doing it. If we can have more things like at the level of Cruel Celebrant, it would be insane. But we'll see what ends up happening in the next sets, and I'm so excited for a Historic format. Anyway, I am going to end the stream here. Thanks so much, guys, for jumping on. I really appreciate you guys all being here. It's been phenomenal. You guys are amazing human beings. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye-bye.